Good morning. Welcome to OptionsTender. I'm going to make a quick video here on Thursday, July 17, 2025. I have family arriving. We already had family arrive. We have family arriving. It's family reunion this weekend, and it's wonderful having people over our house. So we're having a luncheon today at 1 o'clock. So I want to get this out really quick, and I got to finish preparing some food. So thanks for joining us here. Really, all we're doing is forming a top. All right, we're rejecting off of this 1929, almost 100-year trend line that we've been talking about since forever ago, back in April. This was the same line, and we're dancing around it. I think we're going to get a lower high right here. We had a fake out. We're getting lower high. We're right back at the trend line right here, right now. And, could we go up and peak up at another high? Sure. Probability is so high that a top is in, and we're looking for some targets here today. So that's what we're going to show. We're going to show our indicators and just a lower high target that we can look for. And just from a visual, our first spot here would be around this 6140 area. That's a former all-time high. So that would be the most obvious spot for price to get some sort of bounce in. And a couple things on the weekend analysis, we'll probably see, you saw we had a potential reversal candle, and we talked about possibly another reversal candle happening because all of July, we're looking at a monthly candle of perhaps getting a doji or some sort of reversal candle. So maybe we don't get a drop tomorrow. Maybe we get some sort of test of the lows and a little bounce where we start nesting a 1 2 1 2 and hold up here for just a little bit and then see what happens next week. But that's it could be a theta decay type situation where this top just takes a very long time right here. All right, so that's the bad news. Good news is that the top is here and we can trade off of it, and you can sell some calls if you want to. So we're doing this intraday about 10:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you want to get these videos intraday, consider becoming a YouTube supporter. I appreciate you all out there. It's 99 cents a month. That gets you the videos intraday, also the Discord and trade alerts. And then if you want to do the upper tier, that will get you individual stock analysis and learning and stuff like that. But here we have the moving averages. We're just holding on to this 8 EMA so far. We lose the 8. We have the 20 here, and 50 is much lower. We do have targets down lower that we're going to start looking for, a possible wave 4 or a B wave before going higher. I'm not sure that's the case. We're also going to be looking for just a top to be in and a lower high. Okay. Hope that makes sense. You can look at the weekend analysis from this past weekend if you want to see exactly what I'm looking for. Cullen oscillator. Breadth's getting weaker. You had a little bit of a bounce here, but still in bear territory. We're in a downtrend for breadth. All right, you had our divergences starting to play out. We have the crossover on the histogram here. Slow Stoch is beginning to roll over with that negative divergence as well. DMARC. Our DMARC here had our 13-1 count. We're starting a 1 to the downside. So let's see if this starts to play out and we get a count, 9 count to the downside, and perhaps that marks a low for the first initial wave. Let's go over to, let's see, Awesome Oscillator, same thing, negative divergence, red candles. SPY. Here's our divergences. If you're new to the channel, this is one of my favorite indicators, along with the McClellan Oscillator and Summation Index that we do on the weekend. All right, so this is a money flow index. This is accumulation and distribution, and it marks these tops. Fantastic. All right. Even hidden divergences. The purple ones are the hidden divergences. but fantastic marks at the top. And I want to emphasize over and over, when we get these tops, and they can cause consolidations, they're not just complete tops, but this one went sideways and then ended up with a hidden divergence and then went higher. This one marked it just a correction in price instead of time. Same thing here, price instead of time. But they take time. So this here, for example, just stayed in divergence from this high, and these highs here took 1, 2, 3. Let's start from the top here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Almost four trading weeks. So practically a month here. Just to get the reversal. Okay, so it takes time. And that's what's happening here. The top could have been from this point to here, but this ended up becoming a 1 instead of just ending at the 5. So this was an extension, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We talk about these things all the time. So getting a reversal off of here, you see it's going sideways in money flow. This is going to break down here any time now. Bollinger Band, nothing's happening here, no setup. Elliott Oscillator gave us our wave 3 to 5 and then 3 to 5. Okay, let's go to the VIX. So again, it's just a matter of time when the reversal happens. Here's what's happening with the VIX. You had the wedge, bullish falling wedge. You had the breakout, and we're back testing that wedge here. And this trend line, we're getting back on top of it. So we had a fake break here on the trend line. And then if you notice, the cycle's on the bottom, and it's a rising phase here of the cycle. So we're back testing the wedge. I think that maybe tomorrow we can get a little bit higher of a move. Yeah, hard to say. Just keep an eye on it. Just keep an eye on it. When we do break above 19, which we've talked about so much in the past, then that's probably going to be a larger move. I'm not saying that tomorrow we can't have a big down move. Reversal candles can be big red candles on the monthly time frame. It doesn't have to go sideways for 2 more weeks of trade. So just be ready. Maybe if you're doing some puts, to do some spreads or something that gives you time that's a couple weeks out. All right. And the individual memberships know the where those cycles and where the trades should go out to. We talked about that in multiple videos. So here's the traditional look at the 65-minute. You had this bearish rising wedge here, formed another wedge, and ended up forming a expanding wedge here. We're going up to the top, and I do believe this is going to be a lower high. Even if we eke out a new high, it's just, again, this is, I don't know what that count would be. It'd be really messy. But this ended up, I said we could have had another high after this one, because this could have been a 3-wave move for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That can't be the case if we get a new high here. But what I can say is the top is in, and this could have been a 1, 2, ending diagonal with a 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 here. And however you want to draw that, that was a ending formation, possibly. Okay. So now what we're doing is just getting deep, because we still have buyers that still believe. We're getting deep retracements off of the bounces here, and might even eke out a new high in QQQ, but looking for the lower high right here, right now. And again, we can nest. We might not get to the lower end this week. Tomorrow, we might have a maybe an equilibrium that gives us a 1, 2, 1, 2, and something that gives us another doji for this week. Okay, and that would give us a tweezer top here with 2 weeks of indecision, and then probably more likely that we'll see it at the third week, some follow through there. Let's look at the indicators. We have the moving averages, holding on to them again, back above them. Will this fail? That's the big question. And we have our negative divergences playing out here in the MACD. So we were oversold in this bounce. Now we're overbought. And again, looking for the lower high. Look for a crossover here. I don't have the sell signal on the slow stoke yet. When it does cross the 80, that will be the case. And thanks again, Jeff, for checking in with me. I know, appreciate you. That's all. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay, we're looking for a 10, maybe a 13 count here to end this. So maybe one more hourly candle before you get that 13 exhaustion, just like this one here. And then could get a sell off of that. Awesome oscillator in the negative territory. Money flow index, we have the negative divergence that's playing out. Let's see if we get a lower high here and mark distribution. Bollinger Band, we had a setup 2 days ago, I believe it was. We had to set up a sell-off here, and we're going back up to the band. We can get that deep in a retracement. That's very possible. Get another sell signal on the Bollinger Band, so really close to it. Elliott Oscillator already marked the tops here, so in negative territory. We'll see if that plays out. All right, once again, we're looking for a top. I'm not going to go through all that. I went through on the weekend video, and we're in the same location. So check out that weekend video so you can get a much bigger analysis. And I also frame out for you, and I'll put that at the end of this video. I also frame out for you exactly what I think is happening with stagflation, and give a little bit more fundamental look at things with the past look from the 1970s. And what sort of economy we're looking like, and how that should form on those higher time frames. You know, a big sideways move them on the monthly time frame, and you know, we might not go big swings, volatile, but overall we might not go anywhere price wise for 10, 15, even 20 years from now. So I show all that, and make sure you check out that video. Okay, thanks for all the support, you guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Have a wonderful day.